Imagine finding a simple 1976 Bicentennial Washington quarter in your pocket, your piggy bank, your drawer, or inside a jar of old coins, and later discovering that this ordinary-looking quarter could be worth hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands, and in the most extreme cases even more, depending on rarity, condition, and striking errors. Yes, a 25-cent coin from 1976 can turn into a life-changing treasure if you know what to look for. That is why today's video will take you deep into the world of the most rare 1976 Bicentennial Quarter, its history, design secrets, exact valuable errors, and how some collectors are paying jaw-dropping amounts at auctions. Backhand index pointing right, so stick to the end, because even a coin hiding in dust could make you rich. The Bicentennial Quarter was issued to celebrate the 200th anniversary of American independence, 1776 to 1976. Unlike regular quarters, this coin has a special reverse design. The Colonial Drummer Boy, created by Jack L. AHR, the Obverse features George Washington, but with the unique dual date, 1776 to 1976. The U.S. Mint produced these quarters at 3 mints. Mint mark metal strike type Philadelphia no mint mark copper nickel clad business strike Denver D copper nickel clad business strike San Francisco S copper nickel clad proof San Francisco's 40% silver uncirculated and proof because millions were minted. Most bicentennial quarters hold only face value, but a tiny percentage are extremely rare. And those are the million-dollar opportunities. Below are the types that can reach big money. The holy grail of bicentennial quarters. Perfect grade PR 70 deep chem ultramirror finish strong contrast between fields and devices. Heavy $ top auction prices have reached $10,000 to $20,000. An expert collector's estimate that ultra-perfect deep cameo silver proofs could theoretically break the 6-figure mark if demand spikes. This rare error shows doubling on. The dates 1776-1976, the motto in God We To Us the Liberty, heavy $ high-grade DDO examples have brought $3,000 to $15,000, and perfectly preserved specimens could go even higher. One of the rarest, a Denver quarter struck accidentally on a 40% silver planchet intended only for San Francisco. Heavy $ these errors have sold from $15,000 up to $40,000 plus, and experts agree that a flawless example could touch the $100,000 range or more. Finding MS-70 is nearly impossible. Heavy $ estimated value, $5,000, $12, 500 plus depending on strike percentage. Offset typical price 10, 30% $500, $1, 50040, 70% $2, 500, $8, 000 with full date readable $10, 000 plus coins struck multiple times before ejection. Heavy $. Often sell for $5,000 to $20,000 depending on severity. There are reports within the numismatic community of a 1976 bicentennial quarter struck in 90% silver as a test piece if ever authenticated publicly. Such a coin could easily exceed $500,000 and potentially reach $1 million plus because it would be the only one known. Check for these. Feature possible value 40% silver mint, S, $5, $15 raw silver plus high-grade MS-69. MS-70 $1, 000, $12, 000 DDO, /DDR, error $500, $15, 000 wrong planchet $15, 000, $40, 000 off. Center big strike error $3, 000, $10, 000 multi, strike $5, 000, $20, 000 prototype, /test silver strike up to $1 million backhand index pointing right. If your coin looks unusual, never clean it. Cleaning reduces value dramatically. Grading converts a $50 coin into a $10,000 coin. Top grading companies. PCGS and GC coins graded MS-70 or PR-70 explode in value because they are virtually perfect, because collectors love. Heavy checkmark bicentennial historic, meaning heavy checkmark special 1 year, design heavy checkmark scarcity, a flawless high-grade strikes heavy checkmark a global market of. Competitive buyers before you spend or ignore any 1976 bicentennial Washington quarter. Look at it carefully. It might not just be 25 cents. It could be $100, $1,000, $10,000, or even more. Green circle search pocket change green circle, check coin rolls green circle look in old jars, drawers, collections. Inherited boxes because the next big discovery could be yours, and it could be worth a fortune. What if I told you that a simple brown, dirty, old 1936 Lincoln wheat penny, the same one that millions of people spent for just 1 cent almost 90 years ago, has today transformed into one of the most hunted coins in American history, with some ultra-rare versions selling for hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands, and in special cases even pushing toward the $1 million range. Yes, a coin worth 1 cent can turn your life upside down if you find the right variety, the right condition, and especially the right minting error. And millions of 1936 pennies are still hiding in drawers, piggy banks, old jars, inherited coin collections, and junk silver boxes, waiting to be discovered. So stay with this video to the very end, because your 1936 wheat penny could be a treasure disguised as a tiny copper coin. The 1936 Lincoln wheat penny was minted during the final years of the Great Depression, a time when Americans were struggling financially, yet pennies were circulated more heavily than ever before. Key minting locations: Mint Mark Mintage Notes, Philadelphia. No Mint Mark 309, 632, 000. No Mark Under Date, Denver D 40, 620, 000. Medium Rarity, San Francisco's 29, 130, 000. Lowest mintage. Because of high circulation, most 1936 pennies are heavily worn, but a small number survived in pristine condition, and those are the pennies now exploding in auction markets. Collectors pay huge money for high grades, uncirculated MS66, MS68 red, proof coins, double die strike errors off center, and multi-strike errors, wrong planchet strikes, rare color designations, red, RD, red brown, RB, brown, BN. The price gap between an average worn penny and a perfect graded penny is massive, and that's where fortunes are made. Let's go into the rarest and highest selling 1936 pennies. Doubling visible on condition approx. Value: circulated $400, $1, 500 uncirculated MS63, $2, 500, $6, 000 gem MS65 plus $10, 000, $40, 000 theoretical perfect grade MS68 RD, $100, 000, $300,000 plus backhand index pointing right. Yes. One perfect 1936 DDO could easily become a $1 million bidding war piece because collectors fight aggressively for the finest known examples. Not intended for circulation, only sold to collectors. There are two types: proof type. Description: value: satin proof, velvet-like finish, $1, 500, $15, 000. Brilliant proof, mirror-like reflection, $2, 000, $25,000. Crown A. Perfect PR68 RD 1936 proof penny sold for up to $30,000, and experts believe the finest surviving PR69 plus could enter six-figure territory. The hardest 1936 penny to find in brilliant red because most of them darkened in circulation. Heavy $sign auction winners. Grade average: Salem's 66, 800 pesos, $2, 500 MS 67, 3,000 pesos, $10, 000 MS 68, 20,000 pesos to $40,000. A top pop MS 68 RD could absolutely break $50,000 to $100,000 at the right auction. Rare errors include struck on dime planchet, struck on foreign coin planchet, struck on thin experimental planchet. Heavy $. These sell for $10,000 to $50,000 plus, and one extremely high-grade example could easily break six figures. The more dramatic the offset, the higher the value, especially if the date is fully visible. Off-center percentage value: 10, 30%, $150, $80040, 60%, $900, $2, 50070, 90% with full date, $3, 500, $10,000. Coin struck multiple times before ejection. Heavy $ value range: $2, 500, $15,000, with premium examples $20, 000 plus. The 1936 pennies value depends heavily on color. Color code: description: value potential red RD, full original shine, highest value red brown RB, partial shine, mid value brown BN, fully dark, lowest value red RD. Pennies in high grades are the investment grade treasures. Point: two companies dominate. Tiny differences in grade mean massive price jumps. Grade: typical value MS $63, $60, $200 MS 65, $150, $800 MS 66, $800, $2, 500 MS 67, $2, 500, $10, 000 MS 68, 20,000 pesos, $50, 000 plus DDO plus MS 68, 100,000 pesos to $300,000 plus if a 1936 DDO penny is ever graded MS 69 RD. Collectors agree it could become a $1 million coin instantly. Never clean the coin. Cleaning instantly destroys value. Even perfect rare coins drop from thousands to near face value when polished. Ask yourself: green circle, does the date or lettering look doubled? Green circle, does the coin look unusually shiny red RD? Green circle, does the penny have strange shapes? Off-center, clipped, stretched. Green circle, is it unusually thin, light, or silver-colored? Green circle, does it look untouched or uncirculated? If yes, the coin must be appraised. Old piggy bank sold. Inherited family money coin jars in the kitchen garage and storage boxes antique shops flea markets penny rolls from the bank many major discoveries were accidental. Before you ignore any 1936 Lincoln wheat penny, remember this. You might not be holding 1 cent. You might be holding $100, $1,000, $10,000, $50, 000, or possibly one of the next $1 million treasures waiting to be discovered. Coins worth that much are not just in museums. They are in people's homes right now, and one of them could be yours.
Imagine holding a tiny brown coin worth just 2 pence, but one that could make collectors go crazy, auction rooms explode, and coin owners become thousandaires, even millionaires, overnight. Yes, today we're talking about the most mysterious and insanely valuable British coin of all time, the 1971 2 pence coin. Many people have thrown these coins away, many have ignored them, and millions of these coins are sitting in drawers, piggy banks, garages, and old boxes. But the right one, the rare 1971 2 pence variety, has the power to reach unbelievable value, from pound 500, pound 5, 000, pound 50, 000, and deep into six figures, or even £1 million if the right minting rarity appears. So if you have a 1971 2 pence coin, don't blink, don't toss it, and don't underestimate it, because today, we reveal everything clearly and without hiding: condition, minting errors, history, and real collector values that on February 15th, 1971, the United Kingdom changed forever. Decimal day, the day the country shifted from old currency to the decimal system. This moment produced some of the most collectible and historically important British coins, and among them was the 1971 2 pence. Heavy checkmark, the very first year of issue. Heavy checkmark, the start of decimal coinage. Heavy checkmark, the design that marked a major monetary transformation. The coin features obverse, front Queen Elizabeth II, the decimal portrait by Arnold Machin. Reverse, back the badge of the Prince of Wales, ostrich feathers. Banner, ICH Dine inscription. New piece because it was the first year. People saved many of them. But collecting history has proven again and again. The first year is always the most powerful. And when rare mint errors, brilliant uncirculated proofs, and presentation sets are found, prices go wild. There are millions of normal 1971 2 pence coins. Those are only worth face value to a couple pounds. But the rare versions, that's where fortunes are made. Coins in high grade, UNC or AU, with no circulation damage can bring great expected value. AU50, AU58, pound 15, pound 60 ms 60, pound 75, pound 150 ms 63, pound 200, pound 350 ms 65, pound 400, 600 pounds. If your coin looks shiny, almost mint fresh, you're entering the hundreds range. The following take the coin into four-figure territory: proof strike, not circulation. In original presentation, set Royal Mint VIP, proof deep cameo mirror surfaces. These can sell between £1,500 to £10,000 plus, depending on condition. Errors that can bring £15,000 to £75,000 include error type est. Value double strike error, pound 15, 000, pound 30, 000 off. Center strike, pound 15, 000, pound 50, 000 rotated die, pound 20, 000, pound 40, 000 wrong planchet strike, pound 40, 000, 75,000 pound. Collectors chase dramatic mint mistakes fiercely, and 1971 decimal coins are famous for unusual strikes. The most valuable version, the 1971 2 pence, without copper plating errors or unique test strikes, possibly struck in different metal or using a pre-production die, is theorized to be red triangle pointed down, one of a kind. Red triangle pointed down, never expected to reach circulation. Red triangle pointed down, highly secret, and most collectors don't know. ITXISTS if a rare experimental or pattern strike from 1971 surfaced. Experts estimate collision £500,000, minimum collision £850,000 to £1,250,000 likely at auction. Collision collectors would fight for it at any price. That means the right 1971 coin could easily be fire. £1 million 2 pence, and take your coin and check carefully. If it looks fresh, no scratches, no wear, shiny surfaces, you already have something valuable. Search for doubled letters, off-center design, wrong color. Metal double rim smudged or rotated strike errors equals fire. High value. Normal weight is almost equal to 7.12 grams. If the weight is different, you may have a wrong planchet or test strike. Extremely valuable. Look for proof fields. Mirror background, frosted raised design if it's proof. Thousands. If you have a 1971 2 pence coin, don't rush to sell it. Many people sell too cheaply because they don't know what they have. A simple pocket change coin worth 2p could actually be pound 200, pound 2, 000, pound 20, 000, pound 200, 000 plus, or even 1 million pounds. If you have the ultra-rare prototype strike, before you throw away a 1971 2 pence coin, make sure you look twice, because that tiny brown coin could be worth more than your car, your salary, maybe even your house. If you have this coin,